Japan is indeed falling, and it is all George Droid's fault. Yes, you heard me correct. George Droid. This is not a lie. This is not a farce. This is not hanky panky. I'm not pulling your leg. I'm not yanking your chain, and we're gonna get into it in a minute. But let me just roll the intro right quick. Zen Peak, easy mode. I don't play hard video games because I am not gay and I don't like being dominated by everything I play. That's just not who I am. So Zen Peak, I decided because our topic for today is Japan. So this is a multifaceted issue. We'll get into George Droid later. Okay, George Droid. He will be part of this video, but I just think people need a background on what I'm trying to say right now. Again, I am playing in easy mode because I'm not gay. So first of all, Japan is it's on Earth, right? It's not a utopia. It's not like Israel. It's not Tokyo. It's not like fucking Tel Aviv. Everybody, okay? Wake up, libtard. This is America. It never will be either because see the issue with Japan is, and we'll get into this later, is it had the potential to be Israel. It did. But unfortunately it failed and my phone just turned off and I have like my notes on there. I'm not freeballing this video entirely. We have a couple notes in there just to make sure I stay on topic a little bit. Sunflower, there we go. All right, anyways, Japan is not Israel and never will be. Israel is the perfect utopia. Tel Aviv is the safest city with the lowest crime rate, and it is also the safest for women, which is very important and will lead to topics in the future. Second of all, we have reasons why Japan fucking blows dick and is overrated as shit. God, dude, like I can't talk and play goy slop at the same time. All right, we'll put in fucking Texas Ranger. The second reason is probably like, so like I'm sure everyone watching this video knows about like the work culture in Japan, salarymen and all that shit, and it's like, oh fucking it's just the way it is. It's like, yeah, no, I mean, like it's not just because that's how it is doesn't mean you can't fucking talk about it and say that sucks ass. I recently stumbled upon a video that pretty much what happened is they said that Japan has a word for it was like fucking AI voice talking. It was like Japan has a word for fuck, dude, like talk. Japan has a word for overworking yourself, and it's karahoshi, and it's like yeah, bro, fucking Japan has a language, dude. Like stop fucking creaming your shorts because they have their little fucking kawaii words. And like, dude, speaking of kawaii, obviously, dude, like I think fucking anime is pretty cool. A lot of what I do is it's a little satire of sorts. Cause like I don't know, I'm not a very kawaii guy, so I just think it'd be funny if my name had something to do with kawaii. And dude, like obviously I like anime. Obviously I like Japan, dude. Japan's friggin' sick, but like fucking so is Birmingham, dude. So is fucking Israel. All right, like not to circle back to Israel, but it is. Israel's fucking awesome, and I just can't get over it. I fucking love it so much, dude. If my phone turns off one more time, I'm gonna do something pretty bad to myself. Women, foids. Sorry, let me censor myself. Foids. There is an issue with foids in Japan. So the issue with foids actually doesn't come from the foids in this case. It's that the men in Japan just treat the fucking foids like shit is pretty much what they do. So believe it or not, if you're a woman in void and live in Japan, dude, I real quick now, I hate that the fucking like, dude, I hate that void has in and of itself become void slop. Like I genuinely hear fucking you know, the people that don't know what it's like to live in the trenches of being a fucking loser online, saying void, and that just like it, dude. It pisses me off. I think that's like fucking cultural appropriation, dude. Like that's like if fucking if I got fucking cornrows or waves or some shit, that's it's fucked up, I guess. Um, anyways, so yeah, the foids are being preyed on in Japan, and it's gotten to the point where like on like subways and trains, not only are you just being groped, molested. Honestly, you don't even have to be a girl for that to happen. You can just be a fucking cute ass little dude. You could be a little fucking femboy, and that's all it takes. I'm probably not going to do this special event because like I need to stay focused on the task at hand, which is talking to you people. Um, God, dude, fucking turn on phone. All right, here we go. So, dude, not only are you just getting diddled on every little train that you go on, also the phones in Japan, they have to make a shutter noise. Now I know what you're thinking, like, why is this? Like, doesn't my phone make a shutter noise? Yeah, but you can turn it off. I might be wrong, but I heard somewhere, from the grapevine, that in Japan you can't turn the shutter noise on your phone off because they have so many fucking creeps taking pictures up void skirts on the train and shit. So they like literally like it's just a bunch of creepers. So they can't turn it off. It's just not something they can do. Um, which I think is pretty crazy. What? Oh, sorry. This is the next thing on my script. I wrote the word wrong. Another thing that this is really a void issue. Like this is something I would probably. No, I can't say that. Used panty machines. There are indeed, and this is actually something that was brought attention to me by one of my buddies in my English class. Listen, dude, you know who you are. This is a big shout out. You've made it, dude. You're on fucking primetime television. This is as high as it gets. Your life has peaked. Oh, dude, look at all these little imps, dude. Oh, look at the engineer, bro. Like, dude, honestly, the engineer might be the finest zombie in this game because he's blue collar. Like, I know he could treat me right. He could probably, like he could pay for my shit. He could pay for my makeup. I'd make him take me to like Sephora and shit a lot because he could pay for anything I might need. So, anyways, used panty machines. There are used panty vending machines in Japan. I don't really think I need to like add anything to this. I know nothing about like the companies that run it or if they are ethnically sourced or if they actually are in fact used or not. So we might have to take a little class field trip to Japan and try this out. I don't know what reason I'm on, but like, have you guys seen those videos where it's like you've never actually been to Japan if all you've been to is Tokyo and Osaka and Kyoto and Shibuya and all that shit? Like, dude, the places you want to go. Like, if all of you've seen is like the fucking cool parts of Japan, you've actually not been there. You need to go to little town XYZ, dude. And I just think that's stupid. Like, I mean, I went to like a pretty cool country like Europe. Like that's one of my favorite countries that I've been to probably. And in this country, I went to a couple small towns there, and honestly, it was really cool. I think it was some of the highlights of my trip. But that if you didn't go to these little diddly Europe country towns that I went to, that doesn't mean that you've never been to Europe. Like if you've been to Paris, bro, you understand France. Like it's all hooty tooty and stupid and shit. Nah, I actually like France. It's probably my favorite county in Europe. I've never been to UK, which is like a continent I'd love to visit. Because I just think it'd be pretty sick. Uh, that's on my bucket list. That's a place I'd like to go. Birmingham. I need to go there. I want to watch a Sunday League game. Um, oh, that actually reminds me of something that's not on my script. Have you guys ever heard of like the Summer Cosin? It's like this. I think that's what it's called. I don't remember precisely. It's like a baseball tournament, and it's just like, like they start their kids off training for it when they're like 7. Like I just feel bad. Like that's just like or not 7. Like that's fine. Like if you're training for like high school sports at 7, like that's not like totally unheard of. That's like normal, I'd say. That's pretty cool. That's grit. Uh, they start them out when they're like 4, and then they practice for like 7 hours a day. Maybe 271,000 hours in 6 years, if you will, to get ready to play in the Summer Coast. And it's just bizarre, dude. Like these poor little kids. That's just a lot of pressure. Let's see. I also think it's weird that like a lot of the people that are like super obsessed with Japan are the liberals. Now, liberals, despite what some people believe, are not the scum of the earth. I mean, they're kind of stupid a lot of the time. Because they don't. I don't know. I don't really care, bro. Not to be political. This isn't political. This is just the truth. I just think it's funny that like there's so many liberals that are like, dude, fucking Japan, man. It's like the greatest place of all time. And dude, like a lot of the things that like liberal people like hate, like it's like, Japan does that, dude. Like Japan does not like fucking. I'm not saying everyone in Japan, but I'd say a large that they don't like immigration, man. And what the liberals like, immigration. So I just think that's interesting. All right, now finally the meat and potatoes. How did Japan end up this way? Japan has fallen. Billions must watch anime. Japan has fallen. So pretty much what happened is Japan was supposed to be reset. There was supposed to be a large event that would destroy Japan right in the 80s. So like the 80s was pretty much like if you know American history, it's like the 80s in Japan was like the 20s in America. So it was, it was pretty fucking kick-ass. The economy was like super lit, but a lot of the problems that Japan still has now come from that era. So maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to sound like I'm informed on this. I'm really not. That's a lie. I don't speak on anything I'm not extremely well educated on. Anyways, so pretty much what was going to happen is that Charlie Kirkinator and Anne Clank, they were pretty much going to destroy Tokyo, and that was like pretty much like it was going to be the turning point in Japan. They were gonna find that they needed the chosen people to lead them. I'll leave it at that. The chosen people, they were gonna have no ridges on their coins because they liked that, and they were gonna be governed by pretty much Netanyahu, dude. And it was gonna be sick. But this whole plan was foiled when George Droid built his army of George Droidians with the power of EBT and just fucking bombed the shit out of Anne Clank and Charlie Kirkinator. Now, I'm going to play you a clip of what Charlie Kirkinator was going to do to fix Japan's music.
Stop me, then go out the door. Please Please don't touch my cock no more. No more you, I become horny single.
You play bop, 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 then you play bop.
You ain't nothing but a hand dog, the crocodile time. You ain't nothing but a hand dog, the crocodile time.
All right, well, now that you guys are back from that, I have to defeat like this, you know, stupid Yeti guy or whatever. And yeah, so that was him. He was going to fix the music. What more can I say? Would this still be an issue if Triple T was there? I don't know. That was an attention. That was an issue brought up to me by one of my closest friends. And he was like, yeah, dude, like if Triple T was there, oh, dude, I'm just getting like fried, man. He was like, yeah, dude, like, you know, if Triple T was there, he could have protected him. And then, you know, they could have successfully destroyed Tokyo and fixed Japan and put a Jewish monarchy in. And to that, I say, I truly don't know, because as previously stated, I do not talk about things in which I am not educated on. So, in conclusion, Israel is better than Japan. Japan had a very good, like, you know, pretty much guaranteed way to, you know, improve and become just like, you know, the motherland, Israel. And they failed. You know, they really did. They just couldn't do it. And it was all because of George Droid. I'd like to say thank you for watching my my video. If anyone knows how to make like I want like a funny intro. I don't know, just like post some shit on TikTok and like at me or something. I have my TikTok linked.
Hey, I just wanted to.
So yeah, I mean, listen, that's really about it.
I was gonna talk about it and I forgot to, and that would be it's another Floyd issue. This would be the white, you know, like I'm talking like whiter than the fucking cocaine on my like top lip, you know, that's a little left over from when I was doing lines earlier. White, just as that, you know, I'm talking like a Garthin white, you know, but they just have to make themselves look Asian with their makeup. This is I don't know if I can speak on this because I'm not a Floyd, but I think makeup is like, I don't know. I think it's kind of stupid anyways. It's like, here, let me just paint my face on really quick. You know, like, dude, you can, I mean, like, it's like, you know, you can like look like another race. I mean, I don't know. I just think it's like, that's like the most like Floyd thing ever to do. Like, I don't know. That's just like stupid as shit. Like, what if some like Japanese Floyd, you know, she comes to United States of America, just, you know, full blackface because she saw, you know, she saw Everybody Hates Chris or something. She wanted to look like the mom from that. That's just stupid. That's stupid. It's very stupid. All right. Well, thanks for listening to my my little rant. Send in intros and you know, peace out. Take it easy.
Before find a new guy, you come to try. Fuck me, then go out the door. Please don't touch my cock no more. No more you, I become horny single guy. Today say bye bye, tonight I go cry. Cannot fuck me, then go out the door. If we continue this love, baby, we won't have resolve. You love white guy named Justin Bieber. So gay.